Hi, welcome to Mind Over Matter, looking at big ideas for business. Today we're going to be looking at how to stand out. Now, when we look at ancient wisdom, Aristotle is known for once saying to always follow the golden mean or the average. And Buddhism says to always follow the middle path. Unfortunately, in this modern day and age, with the business pressures and the time constraints put on you, just to be average is not acceptable anymore. In order to survive and in order to thrive, you need to be able to be the best, and you need to break outside of the parameters of being just average. To thrive in modern life, a person or a business needs to become more than the average and give more than the average. So how does one create the competitive edge and stand out from the average? Now, this reminds me of a story I was once told. It's not a true story, but the story does make you think. It goes something like this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he became governor of California, he was invited by an owner of an abattoir to actually come across because they wanted to, as tribute to him becoming governor, wanted to actually say, okay, they go through about 1,000 cows a week, which they slaughter. And they, as a tribute to him becoming governor, wanted to allow him to give clemency to one of these cows so he could save one of these cows. Now, this created a huge dilemma for Arnold, as it was a difficult decision. Which cow do you save? How do you value that life? Now, Arnold's advisors recommended that he accept this offer from the owner, as it will show compassion and kindness, where he could save a life. So Arnold accepted. And the abattoir owner took Arnold through the slaughterhouse to the back in a housing where there was 1,000 cows that were housed there for slaughter for the coming week. Now, the owner said, okay, pick one cow. Now, Arnold surveyed the room. So he started from one end and he surveyed the room all the way through to the other. Then he started looking through the middle and something caught his eye. His eyes were caught by a calf, a little baby cow. So Arnold was perplexed and he walked up to this little cow and he asked it, he goes, why are you colored purple when the rest of your flock are all black and white in color? To which the baby calf replied, my mother and father have always taught me to stand out from the crowd. And because of that reply, Arnold saved that little cow that day, all because it stood out. So as is the story, so it is in real life and in business. Both life and customers will demand more and expect more from you. So how do you stand out? Well, there are 4 areas that you can stand out in, and they are, so number 1, physical. This is about the visual impact and the visual credibility that you create with whoever meets you and interacts with you. Now, this would be looking at things like, are you well groomed? Are you well dressed? Are you lean? And even internally, how you project yourself. So this would be looking at, are you enthusiastic? Are you vibrant? Are you energetic? Now, how do you actually work on your physical? Now, there's 3 things that you actually look at and work on to actually improve the physical aspect. And those 3 things are nutrition, exercise, and rest. 2, emotional. Are you calm and composed in your demeanor? Do you react or do you respond? Now, do you react or do you interact when you're under pressure? And do you show the ability to be able to be resilient and bounce back when faced with a challenge? Now, key things to do here in this area to improve yourself are where you can actually show empathy towards other people. This is how you connect with other people, by understanding how they feel. It's about learning to be able to build rapport with people. It's to be able to be calm when under pressure. And it's the ability to be able to show deliberation in how you actually respond in an objective manner to somebody, both in your thought and respect for other people. Number 3, your mental strength. Now, this looks at your intelligence and your cognitive function, how you can actually logically break something down to be able to then respond to it, to be able to problem solve in its parts. So this is how you interrogate and respond. It's how you read and perceive your environment. It's about having no prejudgments and be present in the moment and attentive. So you're listening attentively and then you're acting according to what you've heard in a very structured and logical manner. So here you need to work on your focus, your clarity, your problem-solving ability, your evaluation and your judgment. So this is where you can show that you can be rational and objective. Number 4, spiritual intelligence and cohesion. So this is all about your faith and your belief. It's about being able to not surrender under unsurmountable pressure and challenges which really puts you back against the wall. It's to be able to stay composed when the chips are down. It's to be able to show humility. And this shines through as it will make you stand out in a world where obviously there's a lot of people out there which are ego driven. So amongst ego, you actually stand out through your humility. And most important of all, never forget that you're actually connected to everybody else. It's to be able to recognize that and then to be able to use that. So as an action, pick a couple of points in each of these 4 categories and then work on them to actually harness them to make them your key signature strengths. Use them consciously in your daily activities. And that's how you stand out. So in short, this is about feeling good, looking good, smelling good, thinking good. And if you do these things in conjunction, it will reflect through how you actually interact with somebody else and how they perceive you and how you stand out from the crowd. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this clip. And if so, please subscribe to my channel. Look forward to seeing you in one of our other clips. See you soon. Thanks.